Hey everybody, and welcome back to My Liege. This is a strategy simulation game where you play as a lesser lord in medieval Europe. You are surrounded by other lords and you answer to the High Lord of a valley. So you are really far removed from the king, and you're never going to be the king. All you're trying to do is maneuver the politics of the local lords and guide your house to prosperity. And the game plays out by giving you a series of choices each week that you have to decide. You don't micromanage things. You'll assign people to do tasks, and then they'll go do them. You're just overseeing your little community. And I have been having a lot of fun with this game. If you've missed the previous 4 episodes, there will be a link to them in the description. The big news, though, is that this game got an update at the end of last week. Updated to 1.1.0.2. And this is big news, especially for us here at Geek Family Gaming. I'll explain why in a minute. First, though, look, the map has gone from coming soon to being a clickable thing, and we have a map of the area, the valley that we inhabit, and all the other houses that are around us. Here we are, House Geek in our hometown of Geekton. And up above us is House Carlbridge. I don't want to say they're our enemy, but they've tried to bully us a few times, and we've had some run-ins, so things aren't looking too good. Over here is House Stock, another one of the bigger houses. They guard the gate to the valley, so they're kind of important. We've been leaning towards allying with them. And over here we have House Marcave, which is another small house like us. And at the top of the map, we have Crest Hall, home of House Bennington, the High Lord of the Valley, the big cheese, the man in charge. He is the one that we have to keep happy at all costs. Now, the big news I was talking about. If we come over here to Ancestry, and, they've changed the layout a little bit. We are House Geek. So if we click on House Geek, here we are, and you'll notice we had a default sigil over here, the lightning bolt on the flag. Well, if you saw the first episode, the developer of the game actually commented on our video, and they have made us a flamingo. Now, if you guys follow our Wobbly Life series, you understand what this is about. If not, it's a whole long thing, but the flamingo has become a big part of Geek Family Gaming lore, and this is the first time any developer has ever actually done anything for us specifically, so this is huge for us. I can't put into words what this means to me and my family, seeing a flamingo in this game. So if you happen to be watching this, thank you so much. It means the world to us. And for the moment, I think we're going to go with a pink flamingo on a brown background. If you want to see something else, let me know in the comments. And let's get going with the Lordsmount. The final meeting of the Lordsmount has arrived. It is time to pick a new high arm of the valley. My noble lords of the Western Valley, my major merchants, and heads of houses of Crest Hall, it is time we select the next high arm. The role of high arm is to be an extension of my voice and judgment, to reach where I am not. While my judgment is paramount, in my absence, the high arm's decisions are to be treated as my own. As has been done for high arms past, this selection shall be handled no different. Nobles present today can make cases for whom they deem worthy of the role, and High Lord Bennington shall compose a selection based upon thy will. Members of the crowd begin taking turns proposing names boisterously, embellishing the deeds of heads of minor houses or leaders of merchant guilds, eager to curry favor in such a public way. After several names with no true chance, a well-dressed merchant stands for Lord Stock. Cheers accompany this proclamation, and the noble lord rises. It shall be my honor to serve as the High Lord's high arm. From Stockholm I shall serve justly. Accompanying the cheers, however, come cries for another noble lord. A tall figure, head of a minor house for Bridgemont, stands, proclaiming for Lord Carlbridge, as they are the strongest, and hath been just and fair to their house for generations. With all due respect to Lord Stock, the valley doth not want for a servant, but a leader alongside our high lord. I shall be the high arm, and those who would wrong the Western Valley shall be granted swift and just recourse. I want to say you're a lying sack of haggis, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. All right. High Lord Bennington acknowledges the two proclaimed candidates and looks expectantly towards yourself and Lord Marcave. All right, so it is decision time. We can stand for Carlbridge, who we hate, or we can stand for Stock, who we don't really know or trust. But wait, stand for neither. Instead, stand for Sir Godfrey Mallister? Who is Sir Godfrey Mallister? I don't know who you are. All right, hang on a second. Let's go see who Sir Godfrey Mallister is. Lord Bennington. Godfrey Mallister is a sworn sword of High Lord Bennington. Okay, wait, whoa, this changes everything. So they're giving me an out here. I could pick one of the High Lord's sworn swords, but that will then annoy both Stock and Carlsbridge. I don't think that's really the way I need to go. I mean, if I want to have an ally out of one of these guys, they both basically threatened me. I think I'm going to go for Stock. It is tempting, but I have a feeling I'm going to need an ally in the coming months. Lord Stock, final answer. They stand a good chance to be appointed and has not wronged us recently. A firm set ally to align ourselves with. All right. Your statement is met with mixed cheers and rebuttals. Lord Stock standing by your side in a show of unified support. Lord Marcave looks distressed, nervously glancing over at Lord Carlsbridge as they stand to speak. Oh no! House Marcave stands with Lord Carlsbridge. May they protect this valley. The room quiets down gradually as the High Lord gives everybody in the room thoughtful looks before continuing. My lords and fellow residents of the Western Valley, I hath known thy claims, yet there is no clear consensus. With much unrest outside of the valley, I believe it best to leverage our strengths. Lord Stock, thy defense of the gates of the valley, I fear, may become paramount in the coming years, and you have been a loyal and respected house to my rule. Lord Stock shall be our next high arms of the Western Valley. All right, there we go. We got the outcome we wanted. I mean, I couldn't trust Carlsbridge after everything he's done so far. All right, July 7th, 1351. We're going to depart the capital. What do we got here? With the Lordsmount concluded, your party prepares to depart for home. As you prepare to depart, Lord Carlsbridge and a couple of guards approach to bid thee farewell. Well, Geek, I would say the Lordsmount was a delight, but we both know the events that befell were not. Really, I found the whole thing to be utterly delightful. Take an instant to feel so terribly clever. I offered peace and cooperation, and you went and turned that upstart stir Stock into high arms. For your sake, best hope it works out for you. As for us, best just keep thy head down and stay out of our way. High arm or no, I have plans, and I intend to see them through. See, this is why we were never going to vote for you. The one thing that House Geek cannot abide is a bully, and Carlsbridge is a bully. All right, the Whisper Ears results. The Whisper Ears are our spies. They kind of infiltrate out and report what's going on. On the return trip, you take note of the guards as they switch who is marching alone up front. After confirming that your party is clear of any outside travelers, you join the lead guard, who you know to be a Whisper Ear. My lord, what a Lordsmount. I can only imagine the things of import that were discussed. Yet I must say I heard all sorts of fascinating things. I knew most little of House Marcave before this trip. They keep to themselves, yet everybody knows they provide the High Lord and their guards with all of the steel they want. Imagine my surprise to learn that most of the weapons and tools they sell actually end up in Carlsbridge lands. Uh-oh. Seems Carlsbridge has some power over them that we know not of. That is not good. That means Carlsbridge has a lot more weapons than we do as well. This could be bad. But it's important that we allied with House Stock. Hopefully they remember that when we need them. Home update, army assembled, inn delayed. No, the inn can't be delayed. We need it for the tournament we're going to be hosting. Okay. Let's do the home update first. You arrive home, greeted by members of your house and important families of Geekton. Kid Geek rushes to greet you. Your steward, Glayman, follows behind them. My lord, it is most excellent to have thee back. Things have been a bit on edge since our little lordling's mishap with the loggers of House Carlsbridge. We knew better than to let the lordling go hunting that close to the river, yet they were insistent. We could not have known their horse would get frightened and take them so swiftly across the river away from their escort. All right, so what are our choices here? Encourage the steward to tell what happened, thank the steward and hear the rest from their son, admonish your kid, turn it into a teaching moment. You know what? I'm going to thank the steward and hear the rest from my son. The heir, silent on the matter till now, looks nervous before recounting what befell. Well, the loggers were nice enough, and upon realizing I was lost, they rushed me to the keep in Bridgemont because they heard of bandits in the area. The Lord's consort was so nice, she insisted I call her Marjorie and spoke to me as their servants brought me sweets. It took a while, but their guard showed up again, ready to bring me home, and that is when we met Martin Smith at the bridge. You still have reason to believe Carlsbridge was attempting to intimidate you, yet it is unclear whether it was premeditated. You thank your son for being brave, reassuring him that he won't have to be lord of the house again until he is ready. All right, so I think it's a good thing that we've started to build our own army, especially now that we know Carlsbridge is mad at us, has plans, and has a lot of weapons. Okay, what does Master-at-Arms Smith have to say? My lord, recruitment was a success, and we've begun training in earnest. We are suited to get started, yet there is plenty of opportunity for officers and leadership roles if you find appointing somebody to serve in our troop would serve you well. The encampment will be a permanent fixture for your house moving forward, and while they can help with guard duty on occasion, their true value won't be felt until we need to use force. Look at it! Look at the flamingo! The flamingo standard! Oh, I love it! Okay, so now we have 15 new soldiers. I love the little I love the little Fisher-Price little people look. It adds an element to the game that is delightful. Okay, so our military is getting built up. Our gold is going down, obviously. Our honor is good. Let's find out what the sad story is with the inn. We need that inn. We're hosting the tournament for the new high arm, so we have to get that up and running as quick as possible. Look at that shield. I love the flamingo. This is so great. Okay. Upon returning from Crest Hall, you see progress on the inn has been delayed and the building is still unfinished. Okay, what happened? Fill me in, buddy. 'Tis the wood, my lord. We were not careful enough in our measurements and we have come up woefully short. We are working on fixing the problem, but it may still be a couple of weeks before we are able to open. No, this is not good. Can't we just buy some? All right, before we go any further, this is another opportunity to talk about some of the things that have been added in the patch. When I was reading the patch notes, they said the horses have become clickable and they will share their thoughts with you. So I wanted to see. The stable boy smells of carrots. Okay, that's kind of cute. Do we have any other horses? I think we do somewhere. I don't see any. And the other thing that was added, according to the patch notes, is that the pigs are now pettable. And I mean, who doesn't want to pet a pig, right? So I got to find, yeah, I don't see any other horses. So now I hear the horse. Okay, where are the pigs? Are they over this way? Are they over here in the house? I hear pigs. Oh, here they are, over here on the, so what do I click on it and what happens? Oh! Okay, it's cute. It's a little touch. It doesn't really affect gameplay at all, but it's kind of cute. Why would anyone bake a potato twice? You know, these are the things that keep her up at night, I guess. it's good that I can have a view into the life of my people. And that's it. We have made it to the end of Act 1. With the Lordsmount finished and behind you, it feels nice to be home, surrounded by family and those sworn to your house. The improvements made throughout the lands are looking promising. Despite the drama surrounding the other noble lords, your son being held briefly, and the Lordsmount, you cannot help but be optimistic that your house is heading in the right direction. This is no time to rest, though. There is a tournament to prepare for, after all. All right, and that is where we are going to end this episode of My Liege. If you guys are enjoying it on the channel, hit that like button to let us know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It helps us to grow the channel, and you never miss an episode of content. We'll be back tomorrow with another video for you. Thanks for watching.